guys, my name's Lucy. I'm the creator behind Lulu's Crochet More down in Devon. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So you might be able to tell that we have a yarn haul. This is one of the biggest yarn hauls I think I've ever done. I am a very small business still. I don't do that many events, and as much as I wish I could drop a couple of £1,000 on yarn, I can't. One, I don't have the money, and two, I don't have the space. So this is one of my bigger mini hauls, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I've already made this video, but my microphone had run out of battery, so I got about a minute in and it cut all of the sound, and that video is 20 odd minutes long. So let's see if I can remember anything that I said, other than the fact that it is really hot over here. I've got a fan on. I'm really sorry if you can hear it, but we are not made for hot weather in England. We don't have air conditioning. We don't have, you know, fans in the ceiling or anything like that. There is literally no breeze today. It is dead still. It is hot. So if I turn a funny colour, that's why. But anyway, we're just going to get straight in. I've done a yarn order from Wool Warehouse, who I order from 90% of the time because I love their Yarnsmiths range. So what I've ordered today is I've ordered a very, very, very small amount of chenille, and the rest is snug as a bug because they have got it on sale at the minute. And when it's on sale, we grab it. Although this is 2 orders in one, because I made one big order and then realised I'd forgotten some necessary colours like black. Who forgets black? And then I realised when it all arrived that I've ordered the wrong green, and I've forgotten to order some of the variegated yarns. So if you look behind me and behind me there, you can see that my yarn shelf looks, other than the Flutterby and the Yummy, looks very sorry for itself. So anyway, we're going to get straight into it. So the chenille yarn I ordered with the idea of doing marshmallows. I think I mentioned it in a previous video that I want to make a similar size of the original one that I made in the Flutterby, but make it using chenille so it doesn't take as long. So then I can get the real value out of it, because making it out of the Flutterby took a while, and the price that I charged definitely wasn't worth my time. So I've ordered 4 colours. 2 of them make sense to me. 3 of them make sense to me. The 4th one, I don't really know what I was thinking. But anyway, we have white, because white, and actually I use white for quite a lot of things, and I think I've still got a ball or 2 of it knocking about. We have light pink. So they, to me, are traditional marshmallow colours. In the UK, we have pink and white marshmallows. It's a thing. They're literally called pink and white. And then I ordered this colour. This is called Hint of Mint. It's beautiful. Again, for marshmallows, I don't know why, but here we go. And then the last one I ordered, in my head, was going to be a lot lighter than what it actually is. And again, it's absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, I'm a bit, I've just had my lunch and I'm a bit sleepy. And this is lemon yellow. I thought it was going to be like pale yellow, like a touch of yellow. But it's, again, it's lovely, and I will find uses for those, don't you worry. I'm thinking maybe to remake a macaron using that, just to see what size it comes out as, just for fun. Yeah, just because I can. And then the rest of this is all snug as a bug. So I did order a couple of bits in 2s. So the first one that I got is oat milk, bog standard. I use it for a lot of things. I use it for the booty turtles, for my baby turtles, capybaras. Very, very useful colour, so I got 2. I then ordered 2 black, you know, once I remembered that black is a pretty critical colour for a lot of things. Again, cats, more cats, facial details, and more cats. But yeah, black. Oh, ladybird, because I've started doing ladybirds now. Who knew? I mean, I've done one. I haven't made another one since, but ladybirds. I then ordered shamrock. I meant to order lush lime, I think it's called. It's either called lush lime or limelight. I think it's lush lime. I meant to order both, so why I only ordered shamrock, I have no idea, because I go through a lot of green, especially when I am on a turtle binge. I then ordered 2 white, I've already had to crack into the other white because I had an order to fulfill, and this all arrived yesterday. Well, this part of the order arrived yesterday. So white, 2 of those. We then have Duckling and Sunshine. So in person there is a lot more difference, but they are beautiful yellows. And I do think they've changed their formula, because everything does feel a bit softer. I don't know. Baby pink. And then we have, I'm going to get this wrong. Where's my list? I have a list. Semi-organised. Not really. I think this one is Petal Purple? Petal Purple, which is not quite as pinky as it's looking in camera. And then Purple Power, Feisty Fuchsia, Goldfish. Love this orange. It's like a really deep, kind of almost reddy orange. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's nice and soft. Fire Engine. I meant to order another red as well, and I didn't do that. I think I just looked at the price of everything I was about to spend and just went, ooh, and got scared. We then have Nautical, Delphinium. I love this blue. It's so pretty. And Baby Blue. So those are all my solid colours. I then ordered a few of the prints and spots. So we'll do the prints first. I only got 2 of those. So we got Forest Floor and Ocean Dream. Love both these colours. I need the pink variegated one, the pink print, and I didn't order that. And I've got hopefully enough to do an octopus, possibly like a Dumbo, not dumbbell, Lainey. Dumbo octopus. Hopefully, we'll see. I'll give it a go. If I have, I have. If I haven't, I haven't. And then the last 4 are the Spots range, and 2 of these were actually on clearance. So they were £4.99 instead of £6. So the offer is the plain colours, so the bog standard ones, were on offer for 2 for £10. They're normally £9 a ball. So obviously gonna go, I think they might even be £9.90 a ball. So when they're on offer, we run. And then the spots and the print yarns are normally 2 for £12, or I think again they're £9.90. I might be wrong. They might be £10 a ball. But anyway, they were on offer for 2 for £12. So I got the offer, and then I looked at the clearance section, which I don't normally do because I am awful and I'll fall in love with the yarn and then it will disappear and I'll never be able to get it again. But I did go for 2 of them this time, with the thought of Dumbo Octopus, the normal octopus, and maybe turtle shells. I don't know. I just saw them. I thought they were pretty. I bought them. They've arrived. They're very, very pretty. Anyway, repeat buys are Wood Smoke and City Lights. Love both these colours. And then the new ones, which are so soft, so soft, are Bluebell Breeze, look at that, and Sherbet Fizz. I mean, why have they been discontinued? They're gorgeous. They're so pretty. In fact, what I'm going to have to do is, when I make that 3rd order in a week, oh my god, honestly, my every driver thinks he must think I have a problem, because he turned up yesterday with this giant box, and then he's turned up today with a giant bag and a Temu order. I think he showed up with 2 orders last week. I had Amazon arrive yesterday as well. I was just like, oh, I promise I haven't got a problem. I'm just restocking my stuff. But anyway, I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, that was what I was going to say. My 3rd order, I'm going to have to get another ball of each of those if they still have it, because I love it. I think that's gorgeous. Yeah, so that's my yarn order. Very happy with it. I'm also an idiot because I didn't actually get everything that I need, but that is me. You'll learn that. I am the most forgetful person on the planet. Medication doesn't help. I don't think having COVID 4 times helps either. I think that's actually probably got a lot to do with it. But we're getting there, and I am trying my best at life. But yeah, so the next thing I was going to talk through is everything that I've managed to get done in the last couple of days. It really has been the last couple of days. I think I started crocheting Tuesday. I think I gave myself Monday off, and we're on Friday now. Maybe actually I might have crocheted some on Monday as well, but I'm having to stop because my wrist is really not very happy at all. If you're new to the channel, I suffer with carpal tunnel in both wrists and tendonitis in this thumb, which travels right down here and is very uncomfortable and makes everyday things like brushing my teeth painful. So when it flares, obviously I have to just completely stop and rest it as best I can. Lifting things is causing me pain at the minute. Work is causing me pain, but that's my job. I have to do it. I am a healthcare assistant for anybody that is interested. I work in a local surgery, so lots of repetitive movements. So lots of blood tests and injections, which means I'm using my thumb 90% of the time. And then obviously taking people's blood pressures. We do manual blood pressure readings, so we don't use a machine, which means we are manually pumping up the cuff on the person's arm. So I am using that lovely tendon a lot. But anyway, what I've been up to. So I did get a lot done yesterday, which is probably why my wrist is so sore today. So yesterday I made 7 fried eggs because I had an order for one that has gone out today. So that is no longer here, but we have 6 fried eggs here that just need stuffing and facial details. Everything needs facial details, let's just say that, okay? And almost everything needs stuffing. I also made some flower babies yesterday. So the yarn arrived yesterday afternoon. So most of this was done yesterday afternoon because I spent most of yesterday morning editing a 10-minute video, and it took me 3 hours because I don't know what I was doing. I really don't. I was having too much fun. So yeah, most of this was done yesterday afternoon. So I made another little pink flower baby, and then I decided to make a sunflower flower baby because somebody had shown it in their IG challenge video. It was a different designer, but the same sort of idea. So I made 3, and they are so cute. Look at those. If you could put them in a bowl on display. I can't show you what I'm trying to do, but you get the idea. Look how cute that would be. It's like a little bouquet of sunflowers, and I love sunflowers. They're one of my favourite flowers. Yeah, I made 3 of those, and then when the order arrived, I made 3 daisies, which is what the pattern originally is. It's the flower baby that it shows you or bases the pattern off of is a daisy. But when I was making mine, I didn't have any white, which is why they're all different colours. But so sweet, lovely, lovely, lovely. I then made 2 capybaras. And I can't remember if I made them last night or the night before. It might have been the night before actually. But they are by Sweet Beans Crochet. So I do already have a capybara pattern, which is free on Instagram, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be Ribbler, I can't remember. It's really sweet and it works up really quickly, but the capybaras look like somebody's made one of these and then squashed it for all intents and purposes. So I tried out this pattern by Sweet Beans Crochet, which was shouted out in Granny by Nature's Instagram challenge video, which was the video I was initially talking about when I couldn't remember their name in my last video. I think Mr. Marshmallow filled everybody in on that. Did you? I think. I don't even know where you are. Where have you gone? Why have you moved? He's moved. He's I don't remember doing that. Scared. Anyway, I made 2 because I ran out of the oat milk, but I obviously now have more oat milk, so I can make some more of those. I also made some cats, so I think I have made 6. 1, 2, 3. This wasn't yesterday, this was throughout the rest of the week. 4, 5. Actually, I think I did make 2 cats yesterday. So 6 cats. We've got 3 Dumbo, not dumbbell, Lainey, dumbbell, no, Dumbo Octos in 3 different colours. I want to make them in the new colours that have arrived. But yeah, so they always look a bit pointy, but when you stuff them, they look absolutely fine. Then have my squid bodies that I mentioned on Tuesday's video. So we have the one that I showed you, and then we have the other 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and these 4. Oh, you've got fluff on you. Why have you got fluff on you? Just give them a shake. There's the other ones. So 2 of each colour basically. And then the last thing I always do when I've got scraps is I make baby turtle shells. So I've got 4 there. Running out of room on the table. 4 more. I'm going to actually pull that one back and change it all to solid purple. 3 and 3. So there's 14 of those. And actually this is the first time I've used the variegated yarn to make the turtle shells. And I think they look like little army backpacks. So I think that's going to be really fun. But yeah, so that's everything that I have been up to since I last spoke to you. Plans for going ahead. I need to make some more tags. So I've once again changed my tags. So this is the 3rd time. Initially they were printed on sticker paper and then stuck onto card, but that was very labour intensive. 1 second. Sorry, I needed to grab that turtle shell, otherwise I know I'd never see it again. So yes, originally they were printed out on sticker paper with my old logo and all of the information, and then stuck onto the cardboard. I then redesigned my logo, figured out how to move it from Canva to Cricut, did the exact same thing, and then I decided that that was really labour intensive and expensive to do, when obviously the reason that I'm not ordering them in is because I'm trying to keep my costs down. So I watched a load of YouTube videos and I found a way to do it on the Cricut by printing on both sides and then getting the Cricut to cut it out. Or so I thought. So I did my first tester, printed both sides on the same side, because of course I did. Luckily that was on paper, not on card, because I was like, I need to do it on paper to start with because I know what I'm like and I will definitely mess it up, which I did. Then managed to get it to print on both sides, but one was the wrong way up because again, it's me. I'm not very good at technology. Guaranteed I'll mess it up again when I try and do it the next time. Anyway, 3rd attempt, we managed to get it printed on both sides, facing the right way up, on card. And I put it in the Cricut to cut it, and rather than cutting out my individual cards, it just cut a giant square. So at that point, I'd had enough. And when I say it cut out the giant square, it also tried to rip the card, which is normally when I'm like, right, okay, I'm putting you away for a week and I'm not looking at you because you need a rest. You obviously got a bit hot and bothered in this wonderful heat wave that we're having. So put it to the side, got my old manual slicer out and cut them by hand, which hurts, but it was, at that point, it was necessary. I think I was doing it the day before my craft fair, which is my own fault. I should have done it before that. Excuse me. But I didn't. So anyway, ended up cutting them out with the guillotine slicer, and I ordered a corner cutter from Amazon because when I cut them out, they were sharp. But anyway, long story short, we've got there. That's what I'm going to do for the time being, because that means I don't have to turn the Cricut on. That means I'm not using any electricity for that. I'm just using ink and card and good old manual labour. Although I think I'm going to task Jacob with cutting the corners off the cards, because that really, really sets this wrist off. When I say I feel like it's burning, it really hurts, and I can't do it with my left hand because my left hand is, well, firstly just as fed up with life, but secondly I'm not left-handed and I can't, my dexterity is rubbish. And Isabella can't help me at the minute because she sprained her left arm, which is her dominant arm, and yeah, it just, yeah. Anyway, this is what they look like, is the end of that. So they've got my business name and information on the front with my logo, And then on the back, they obviously have the UKCA mark to say that I have tested these items. That is my logo, the model number, and then all of the care instructions and where you can find me. I don't put my YouTube on there because I don't know why. I just don't. It feels a bit odd. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. So that is what they're looking like at the minute. I do them in 2 different sizes, so this is the main size for anything this size and above, and then I do a smaller version for like my axolotls and anything that size and below. So they are going to be on, they're on the chicken nuggets at the minute, I think, and they're on the popping mushrooms as well, and the popping chicks, and they're going to be on baby turtles going forward as well. So anything that kind of goes in a basket is going to have the smaller tag on. But anyway, that is it. I will stop rambling because my very short yarn haul has turned into a 20-minute video. And that was not the plan. I'll probably pop this up today. I say that. I might not. You know what I'm like. I'll make a video and then leave it for 3 years and then go, oh yeah, you should really post that. It depends whether or not I feel like I want to edit this one. Marshmallow's looking at me like, yes, I have things to say. Okay, we'll let you say what you want to say, Marshmallow. Anyway, I'm going to go. I hope you'll have a really good week and I will catch you soon. Take care. Bye.